Hello, welcome back to my Pilates YouTube channel. I hope you are well. We've got a lovely quick workout for you today. We're just going to do a series of 5. So we're going to do a quick warm up and then we're going to do a series of 5, power through them, make sure our form's good and we're really strong throughout. And then we're just going to finish off with a couple of stretches and then we are done. So it's going to be really quick, won't be very long, but it should be quite fun, fiery. You'll definitely feel that core working. So when you're ready, come down into your mat, lower yourself down, and we are going to just get ourselves so that our feet are in line with our knees, knees in line with our hips, and feet are hip width apart as well. So now from there, we are going to just do a few pelvic tilts. So we're just going to tuck that tailbone under and imprint the lower back into the mat. And then we're going to stick that tailbone into the mat and just arch up through the back as well. So then just keep doing this. We'll just do a few more. And then we're going to just add our breath. And we're going to really focus on our breath when we're doing these exercises as well. So even though it's quick, they're going to work us. So we're going to exhale and tuck that tailbone under, and as you do that, you're imprinting into the mat. You're going to inhale, just have a nice arch through the back, and then exhale, tucking under again. Okay, now from here, I want you just to do 2 more. So exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Bring yourself so that you're in the middle. Nice neutral spine, nice neutral position. And then we're going to come up to our ribs and just check our rib placement. So you might have found that your ribs have popped up. If they have, just pull your ribs in and down, using those abs, pulling those ribs down towards the hips, ribs nice and heavy back into the mat. And then from there, we're just going to come up to our shoulders, make sure those shoulders are nice and wide, down from our ears as well. Just do a kind of couple of shoulder rolls and just feel the movement and feel those shoulder blades slide down your back. And then coming up to our head and our neck, just make sure that chin is tucked, lengthening up through the spine. Eyes are heavy in the back of the head. Just to begin with, we're just going to do a few leg lifts up into tabletop and just warming up those legs and just getting that core firing, getting it ready for our workout. So we're just lifting and lowering the leg, thinking about that breath. So exhale as you lift that leg up, inhale, lowering it back down, exhale up, inhale, lower. So we're hinging at that hip, we're keeping the angle at the knee the same, and we're going to go for another 4, 3, making sure that core's working, 2, and 1. Okay, this time we're going to float the right leg up into tabletop, then we're going to float the left leg up into tabletop. Now from here, I just want you to imprint the lower back, tuck that tailbone under slightly, and we're going to go into our toe tap. So we're just tapping down to the mat and then bringing that leg back up. So I want you to inhale as you lower, exhale, scoop through the belly as you lift it back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, scoop as you lift back up. Good. And we're going to do another 4, 3, making sure those ribs aren't moving, they're still pulling down towards the ribs. 1 last one. Good. Lower one leg down back to the mat, lower the other leg back down. From here, we're going to take our hands, we're going to place our hands behind our head. Elbows are nice and wide. Your ribs have probably popped up, so just make sure that you're pulling them back down. And we're just going to do a few curl ups here. So keeping those elbows wide, we're going to inhale, prepare, and as we exhale, we're going to curl ourselves up. Imagine there's a ball that we're curling ourselves up and around. And then we're going to bring ourselves back down. Curling yourself back up, eyes are gazing in between your knees, and coming back down again. Curling yourself up. And then back down. We're just going to do a few more here, making sure we've got a nice neutral pelvis, that pubic bone hasn't tilted up towards us, and just really making sure that core's working, sliding those ribs down towards those hips, And one last one. Hold that there and then slide yourself back down. Now from here, we're going to go into our series of 5. So we're doing single leg stretch, double leg stretch, single straight leg stretch, and then toe taps and then crisscross to finish. So they're really going to fire us up and get our core working, but we're just going to float one leg up into tabletop, then we're going to float the other leg up into tabletop. Sorry, I just had an itch on my leg. So then from there, holding those legs up in tabletop, we're going to curl ourselves up into that nice head and shoulders lifted up off the mat. If at any point this gets too much, just rest your head and your shoulders back down onto the mat, or you can place one hand behind your head. Now from here, we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So we're going to straighten the left leg and we're going to bend the right leg towards us. We're trying to think about bringing our nose to our knee rather than our knee to our nose. So you've still got that lift, that feeling of the lift up through the shoulders, the head and the neck. And then we're going to change legs. So we're just going nice and slowly to begin with. We're going to go through each exercise nice and slowly, and then we'll go through it again. So we're scooping through the abdominal and we're lengthening through those legs as you extend that leg away. And we're going to do another 2 more. So 1 and 2. From there, hug those knees in, give the knees a circle. Bring those knees back up into tabletop and then curl yourself back up, scooping through the core, belly button to spine. And then we're going to go into double leg stretch. So we're going to extend both legs away and the arms away. And then we're going to hug those knees in towards your chest. Extend them away and hug them back in. We're still thinking about that scoop through the abdominals. And we're also thinking about lengthening through the arms and through the legs. So pointing those toes, reaching those hands away. All the muscles are working. We're going to do another 2 here. 1 and 2. Okay, now from here, bring those legs back up into tabletop. We're going to straighten one leg up and then straighten the other leg away. So we're going to change legs and we're just going to have a little pulse and then change. So still scooping through those abdominals, keeping that head, neck and shoulders lifted up off the mat. And we're going to do another 2 more. 1 and 2. Bring those legs back up into tabletop, hands back behind the head, and we're going into double leg toe tap. So we're inhaling lower, exhale, pull those legs back up. Still keeping that core nice and scooped, belly button to spine. Good, let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, now from here, we're going to go into crisscross. So crisscross, I want you to imagine you've got a nice box. I'm just going to rest my head and neck down. So imagine your hips and your shoulders are a nice rectangle shape. What we're trying to do with crisscross is we're trying to get the shoulder to the hip, not the elbow. So when you're ready, curl yourself back up. We're going to keep one leg bent, so let's keep the left leg bent to begin with. Extend the right leg away, and we're going to cross the right shoulder towards the left hip. Getting my lefts and rights mixed up. Bring that back, and then going to the other side. So it's not so much about the elbow reaching over. I want the elbow to stay wide. I want you to try and get the shoulder to crisscross over. Thinking about that breath. Exhale as you twist over. And then inhale back to center. Good. Let's do 1 more on each side. And then last one. Inhale back to center. Lower your head down into the mat. Grab hold of those knees and give them a good circle. Okay. Let's just get ourselves nice and mentally prepared. And we're going to go through that series a little faster. Not too fast because we still want our form to be spot on. But we're just going to go through it a little faster and we're going to flow from one to the next. So we're going to aim to do 8 reps of each. If that's too much, then just reduce the number of reps down and just work through this yourself. It's absolutely fine. So when you are ready, float those legs up into tabletop, one at a time. Scoop through that belly, hands behind the head, curl yourself up, and we're going to go straight into single leg stretch. So, and we're going to go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs to center and into double leg stretch. Imagine you're taking a hat off with your head. Keeping that belly scooped. I've lost count, so we're going to go for another 3, 2, and 1. Okay, legs to center, and then extend one leg up and the other leg away. Straight single leg stretch. And we're going to go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees back into center, double leg toe tap. Thinking about that breath. Exhale, pull them back up. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, crisscross. Remember what I said, shoulder to hip rather than elbow. Crisscrossing over. Extending that leg away, pointing those toes. Really pulling that shoulder up to the other side. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Relax your head down. Well done. That was hard. Good though. Fiery, I think is the correct term. Nice and fiery. Okay, circle those knees. Relax one knee down, relax the other knee down. Now from there, we're just going to extend those legs away. We're going to extend those arms up and we're just going to stretch. Have a couple of big, deep breaths. And then from there, we're going to inhale, prepare. And as we exhale, we're going to float those arms up, float those legs up. No, we're not floating those legs up. We're going to roll up, keeping those legs in the mat, reaching forwards. Bring yourself back up to seated, tucking that tailbone under, scooping through the belly and lowering yourself back into the mat. Pointing those toes, reaching those arms and legs away. Inhale, prepare. Flex those toes up towards your shins. And then as you exhale, you're rolling yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Lifting up through the crown of the head, nice and tall, and then reaching forwards. And then coming back to center. Coming round into a nice seated position, just crossing those legs if that feels comfortable for you. And then from there, we're just going to do a few breaths to finish. So inhale, ribs are coming out to the side, and then exhale, drawing the abdominals in. Inhale again, keeping those shoulders relaxed, and then exhale. And one last time. Inhale, filling the backs and the sides of those lungs, and exhale down. And that is you done. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe, and watch out for another video. Cheers guys, bye.